Hello everybody and welcome back to the garage in Spain. My name is Gary. Today I want to start construction on the hillside with bridge across, and hopefully through the course of this video you can see how I've done the preparation a little bit more closely, and also how I intend to go forward from here to create the landscape in the actual hillside. I'm going to stop now the camera, go ahead and start the creation of the pockets of newspapers, and we'll come back to that in a few minutes once that's sorted. The tunnel portals that I've got here are just a loose card cutout, just so I could do my scaling and also the clearance for the coaches going through. But as you can see, this has all been firmly glued down, just using a PVA adhesive, cardboard, as I say, various thicknesses, and I've tried to be as abstract as possible so I don't get anything that is too against nature. In other words, it's just totally possibly out of proportion, and certainly not a very uniform design. And the idea is that once the paper is stuffed into the pockets down as far as the ground level, covering them with a smoother layer of the plaster of Paris bandage, I should be able to form the ideal scenario of a mountainside or a hillside, which obviously has a tunnel and then a separate road passed through it. Right, so welcome back after those few moments, and obviously in real time a couple of hours. As you can see, it now looks like a rather tatty and untidy wrapped up Christmas present, but the masking tape is purely there to hold the newspaper into a rough position. Again, it is not the final state. I may make some changes once the plaster of Paris that I put on tomorrow has started to set, but it gives me some ideas of what the contours will be. It's come out better than I expected, although at the moment it may be difficult for some people to see quite how it will all finish. I've taken away the tunnel portals so that I could fix the newspaper in place. Purposely quite a sharp finish here, because obviously this would in real life continue through to the rest of the countryside. I've a few little steps in this which will look good once the plaster of Paris takes its form. and it is basically as I wanted it. Not a very high section here. There'll be a road fence along there coming down to the rest of the road, then down to the station. But until I get the plaster of Paris on, I will be able to cut through and redesign if necessary. There is quite a high cutout here on the left, which is purposely done. This would have been originally, the landscape would have come across obviously and then down to this part. So all this has been cut out by the engineers to form the road. So that's at the moment how it's looking. Tomorrow I'm hoping that I can get most of the plaster of Paris in position, and we should then be able to see how that has come along. So as I say, it does look a little untidy, but I didn't want it perfectly square, perfectly smooth. Mother Nature isn't like that in real life, so I thought that will be just as I wanted. So I shall do some more videoing tomorrow just to see how it looks. I'll see you then.